number 12, the finals. This is it. The best of the best will be featured today. And in match number 1, Jennifer, we've got a couple of people that earned their way to the top.
You bet. Mike Adams, our 189 and under champion from last week, averaged 216. He's going to be going against somebody we've never seen before. Tony Harmeyer, who averaged 209, and that was, yes, for 6 games.
Yeah, Tony Harmeyer's game is fantastic. Just gets through the ball very cleanly. And both players will have a great shot today. And I want you to stick around. We're going to do it in just a minute, so stay right where you're at. BPA, King of TV Bowling. We are at Hyde's Lane, Cheviot, Ohio. And this is the finals, the last show of the year.
This is it, folks, what everybody's been waiting for all year long, for the big bucks today. Mike Adams, our champion from last week, starting out in great style. Tony Harmeyer, we've never seen him before, age 33, married to Fran, one daughter named Gina, who's 12 years old.
Right-hand lane, ball skidding out just a wee bit and not creating a desired result. Week 7.
Tony lives in the Cheviot area, bowls out at Western Bowl, averaging 170. Didn't start bowling till he was 26, which is a little bit unusual for being such a great bowler. He's come along quickly.
Making the 7-pin easily. Yeah.
1256. As I said, that's a 209 average for 6 games. First time on TV, averaging 170. He threw in a 279, somewhere around there.
279, that's where you knock them all down with one try, except somewhere along the line, one nasty pin stood up and said, There's the mixing ball.
Great pin action. That'll get him loose. The finals.
Head pin is going to be the one that mixes them up for you. Head pin going to the right-hand side of your screen, coming off into the 6, 6 into the 10. All kinds of action happening here.
David, our usual payday is $500 for the 189 and under division. However, in this case, on the finals, we're going to give away $750 to the first place bowler.
Going to bump up the ante just a wee bit for the finals.
Yeah. Mike Adams bowled a beautiful game last week. I think he had around a 220, and he threw 6 strikes in a row to take control of the match. Let's see what he can do here. Wow. Strikes just like that got him to the championship.
A crusher nonetheless.
Just a reminder, it's that time again, Dave, joining the summer league. I'm going to join one with my children.
Yeah, your kids are doing all right, too. I heard they carried you in a tournament. Is that right?
Yeah. They're turning out to be great bowlers.
We see some of the people in the crowd. Fred Marsh from Cincinnati's Breweries, and he's here.
There's the Harmeyer family. Chris Lucido talking about families. His father, Vince, representing the game of bowling and AMF Industries so well.
Got it in, and it held, but the 7-pin, when you get the ball in early, it's going to finish, but it's going to finish a little late.
Tony in the qualifier had games of 192, 189. Then he started pouring it on. 202, 204, 214, and 255 to make it here today.
255, that's the way you want to earn your way into the finals, and that is not the way you want to shoot a single pin spare.
Mike also came on very strong. 191, 214, 185, 227, 236, 245.
Whoa!
These guys were in some clutch positions and pulled it through.
Leaving the 3-6, as you see Mike Adams' bio, shooting 1298 for his qualifying score. 277, just 2 pins below.
And a 216 average for the 6 games.
Not too shabby. Skidding by and shooting the 2-pin in front of the 6. That is the oil in the middle of the lane, and the bowlers have to contend with it. We'll get a shot of my mother-in-law and Jennifer, my wife's sister, down from Cleveland to visit with us. They're in the audience today.
Butch Hyde, the proprietor out here at Hyde's Lanes, also here today, and boy, does their place look great.
Well, they put a lot of money into the establishment, Jen, and it shows. It really shows. The automatic scoring, the new carpet, the walls, everything looks great. And Mike Adams right now leads by 9 pins, but with a lot of paper to go, anything can happen. We've seen it too often.
This is the finals of the 189 and under division, which has been terribly successful this year, Dave. There's Jennifer.
There's Jennifer.
And mom-in-law.
That's right. Grandmama. It is a family sport. Summer leagues. Gets too hot outside sometime, but it's always a cool 72 degrees in your BPA Fun Center.
That's cool.
Yeah, you got to appreciate that entertainment value there. Even in Cleveland, they like those. You got any good Cleveland jokes we can use? Head pin, center of your screen. Going to go to the right-hand side of the wall, come across, kick into the 4 or 6. 6 takes out 2 pins, quite frankly, the 3 and the 9.
Tony Harmeyer is going to need to take some control here. Get that double. Going light. Both of the gentlemen are going light so far, it seems. David, I don't know if there's a little carry down on the lane.
Might be a little carry down on the lanes, or they just need to move outside of that area. And again, in the higher caliber or higher average classifications, I don't want to belittle this group at all because they put on a great performance. You have to learn to move with the oil, and the same mistake again. Not allowing for the oil, and we want you to allow for a couple commercials from our sponsors who we want you to stay tuned and listen up, because we'll be right back in just a couple.
Now the same care and attention. They offer a complete line of quality equipment at competitive prices. The reason for their success? Quality service and dependable people. Tri-State, 26 years of quality.
Match number 1 finds us locked up pretty tight here. 10 pins separating these two bowlers. Mike leads by those 10 pins. Flirting with a little more area to the left there on that one, Jennifer.
Again, going light. They just cannot get it out too far. It just does not want to make the move back into the pocket. That is the key as I see it right now.
I do believe you are correct.
Leaving a relatively simple spare.
Well, 1-pin spares haven't been all that simple today. The ball hits the oil and backs off, but he allows for it. And Hudy has allowed for people cutting back a little bit in their alcohol consumption and brought a new product to the market this year, Trade Winds. Iced tea. What else have we got here? Black cherry lemonade. I think there's all kinds of different flavors, and they are great. Picked up an assortment pack the other day, and we have them in our house and used regularly.
You bet. Me too.
Trade Winds, iced teas and lemonades. They are fantastic. Of course, I still have a preference towards my Little Kings.
Mike Adams can start doing some serious damage here.
I'll tell you what, going wide again, leaving the 3-pin is going to have to make an adjustment on the lanes.
That would be Tony, by the way.
We knew that.
We knew that.
You were, well, that was just a test for everybody at home. Jeff Weiler in the audience with us earlier. I don't know if he stuck around to watch the match, but if he did, we'll get a shot of him somewhere along the line. The Jeff Weiler Dealer Group, the Eastgate Complex, fantastic place to go. We've all taken advantage of it. We suggest you go out and talk to a sales representative. No high pressure, no hype, just great deals. Jeff Weiler can do it for you.
And Jeff's gorgeous daughter, Julie Bristow.
I didn't notice. I'm not allowed to notice. I'm a married man. But
Tony wished he didn't notice that.
Yeah, going through the heart.
410. Whew.
Tough one to bring back, Jennifer, but I tell you what, I'll go out on a limb here. If this were me, final show, you've got nothing to lose. You're not on a strike. What the heck? Let's go for it.
Go for it. There's a lot of oil in the middle of the lanes, too. That could help.
Turned it over early.
Well, I'd never seen Tony bowl before, but he really does throw the ball very nice.
All the players on King of Bowling. Those of you that are wondering about the tape around his knuckles, we'll explain that to you in a minute.
Oh, there's this gal taking out that 7-pin. Excellent.
I mean to tell you. Take a look at this one if you would. Right from the floor angle, the cup release creates those revolutions that creates havoc when it enters the pocket. Scout them out.
Very, very nice. Mike Adams' eyes again intent on his mark. How do you figure, Dave?
I don't know. You just got to throw your best shot. This is that 12-pounder you were talking about?
Yeah, it's a plastic 12-pound ball, and of course on his strike ball he uses 16, so it's rather unusual. But, however, that's not the first time I've seen Mike miss with that ball on a spare on his previous outings.
Well, again, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If it works for him, fine. But to make your body adjust from swinging, and let's face it, Jen, bowling is mostly timing.
Indeed.
You're swinging a 16-pound object, and then you swing a 10 or 12-pound object. Your timing is going to have to be different as we watch yet another solid 7 on the right-hand lane. And I think it's probably due, as you've alluded to, some of the carry down of the oil on the lanes.
Tony also has a Columbia Piranha out there. I'm kind of surprised to see him not throw that ball. It may carry a little better for him.
Well, that just about does it. This game is over. Adams is going to be our champion, and the end of the year is history. Mr. Adams will finish up. We'll be back and tell you what those final scores are in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us for match number 2.
We have a winner, 189 and under division, $750 to Mike Adams, 189. He is our champion for 1994 BPA King of TV Bowl.